From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, 66.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What you got? Huh? What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch 54. So don't say nothing.
Check safety, check safety.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Great job.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Bravo.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Back it, reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Run. Alert. Alert.
They'll run. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Muhammad. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, Muhammad. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 30-yard line.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, turn it up. Watch twist. 72.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Brady gives this to White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. This is fielded at the 7. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On second down now, Muhammad. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Patriots
Let's go, baby.
first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Safe. Switch. X3. 218. Chopper. Ozzy.
Brady. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All day, baby. All day.
first down. Here's White. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's Brady to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off And coaches go, two hands. Two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's Darnold, letting one go deep for Enunwa. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Let's get in there, Rip.
24, check 24.
Check. General West. Check. Check 37. Check 37. Go. Shadow. 54. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
54. Hey, watch the slant.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Brady now on first down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd and short.
And 2 yards to go.
50 inside. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Lady, hey, let's get in them holes.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Right there. 54, right there.
Brady now on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, check. Hey, go 66. Hey, Haywood.
On first and 10, here's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Josh Gordon. Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Motion, bump.
Hey, check.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking for White on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 27, Darnold flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Able to get this to Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Brady, 10 of 16, throwing the football. It's first and 10. To throw is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I got you.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Check, 48's the mic. Watch the pass.
Hey, 60 check.
Now Brady. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go again with Muhammad.
Go, run.
And he's got Rome. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it.
Demaryius Thomas. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. And that takes us from second to third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, I'm coming.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Darnold. Open is Powell. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Check nickel. SOS.
Young lady. Smooth. No. Check that.
To the air again, Darnold.
Hey, pick your game up.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Darnold on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Defense all day.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Mike 54. Get your swerve on.
Got a man open. That's Harry. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Brady now to throw. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the carry, it's Muhammad. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings that have taken the lead there in the late stages. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, defense. Red 80. Let's go. My 52.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
52 is my 52
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You're online. You're online, baby.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
58, right on.
On 1st and 10, Darnold.
Push him back. Push him back.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Quincy Enunwa, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Intended for Quincy Enunwa. Incomplete.
58 to Mike.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here.
Here I come. Here I come.
His throw incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brady's throw into the hands of Harry. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
The mic.
Check. Let's go on. No, 66.
57. 57.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.